Hi, small groups and small group leaders. I've got some really exciting news that I want to tell you about, and something that's coming up here in the fall. And while the fall might seem a ways away for us to be prepared for what's coming up here, it actually needs to begin now. And that is something that we're calling the Refresh Serve Day. So you know that we've been a part of the Refresh movement and the Refresh churches all this past year, and that is simply us working with all these other churches in the area in a forward movement. We're moving together. It doesn't mean we all have to gather together, but we're all moving together in unity, representing the Big C Church and representing hopefully Christ's kingdom and being able to share the gospel with our community as we kind of plant seeds of love and hope and peace in folks' lives and then direct them to Refresh churches. Well, in the fall, we're going to be participating in something called the Refresh Serve Day. And basically what we've done is we've taken the great Serve Day and we've offered it to all the other churches in the area, all the Refresh churches, and they've all bought in and said, yeah, let's do this. Instead of just one church doing this, what would it look like if all the churches of our county that are a part of Refresh, if these 17 churches all on the same weekend went on out and served throughout the county in different ways, in different service projects that each of us will create on our own. So instead of seeing, like when Lakeland did it, seeing a couple hundred blue T-shirts out and around the county, with Refresh, which has been kind of labeled as this green image, to see green T-shirts all over the county, not just from Lakeland, but from Calvary and from Southern Lakes and from Mount Zion and from St. John's and from the River and from Christ Episcopal and from First Baptist, from all these different churches. And so that's what we're heading towards. So what does that mean for you? Well, here at Lakeland, the way in which we are pulling together all of our projects is going to be done just how we did it last year, which with the Great Serve Day, in which the small groups became the engine that drove Lakeland. That created all of the projects and made it so that everyone who's not even a part of a small group was able to participate in the Serve Day. And so we're going to approach it the same way. Now, there's probably about a dozen of you small groups who weren't a part of that. And what that means is, for you as a small group, we're going to ask every small group to develop their mission for that Saturday. It'll be set or that Saturday or Sunday, that weekend. But we'll be doing it on Sunday, actually, September 27th during the morning. And we're asking all small groups to, once again, just like they did last time, create a project that your small group is going to facilitate, and then you're going to invite others from Lakeland Church body to join you in your project that morning. For many of you, because you've already done this once, you might be able to duplicate what you did last time. You might have built a relationship with perhaps that ministry or that organization. You want to go back and serve them again. And so for you, duplicating it again may not be that difficult. It might be quite easy for you to put together the project again more quickly. For those of you who are new, this might be a whole new ballgame of trying to say, how do we develop this? Something new, though, that we're asking all small groups to consider, or that we're asking all small groups to do, is to look for an on-mission rep and to develop an on-mission rep. Who is this person? What's their whole point? The point of that individual is that someone within the small group is going to be keeping an eye on how the group is engaging in mission, being on mission, whether that's locally or partnering with one of our global partners in some way, but someone who's making sure to carry that banner, to wave that flag, to be on top of that. Because as small group leaders, we know that so many of you small group leaders, your goal is to care for your people. Often we say between the Tuesdays. So between your small group, you're connecting with your small group, you're making sure that they're doing well between the Tuesdays or between whenever your group meets. To have an on-mission rep makes it so that our small group leaders can continue to focus in on that primary task, which is shepherding and caring for the individuals in the small group. And the on-mission rep then will really carry the small group in developing and being the lead and the leader of your project for that day. And so every small group, we want you to start looking for who is that individual in your group. Even as I'm talking, if you're showing this to your small group, someone in your group, your heart might be stirring, going, I think, man, I'm really passionate about serving the people in our community, or reaching out to this individual or these groups of people, and I just, or connecting us with a global missionary partnership and helping our small group stay on top of that. Like, I would love to do that. You might be the perfect on-mission rep for your group. And so we want your on-mission rep. They're going to now connect with the coaches directly, and the coach will empower them and enable them and work with them to have each and every one of our small groups produce an awesome on-mission project for the Refresh Serve Day coming up September 27th, as the Big C Church, not just Lakeland, but the Big C Church takes the county all over the place on that weekend and does these missions projects, these service projects to people right here in our community, just to show them the love of Christ and start perhaps just planting that seed of the gospel in their hearts, and then hopefully getting them connected with the local church body. So we're excited about what's coming up. Your task, find your on-mission rep, get them connected with a coach, help your small group start that discovery process of what your mission is going to be, and it's just going to be awesome. So looking forward to it. Talk to you guys soon.